Yes, let's go. I have enough for next stage. Woo! Bum, bum. Come on, come on, come on. Screenshots, screenshots. Yes, let's go, dude. Let's go. Let's go, dude. Let's go. I already have SP.
by the house. It's barely hanging on though. It's reaching over and touching the power lines right now. And the storm still isn't here, but it's 7:13 right now. So our tornado warning just ended. And Irma still ain't even here yet. So an update on the roof situation, because that seems to be the most pressing matter at the moment. Charles went through it. This is our bag of important papers. Most of the stuff is in the house. It's in with the house. But this is our insurance policy. She just went through it. All of that. And it was like, go to section 2A, section 7C, and she went through all of it. She found out that we're covered, but we have to pay a $12,500 deductible first. So there is no way that the cost for replacing that is $12,500. This is going to be out of pocket. I'm really concerned with it. I've never had this issue before. I'm hoping it's not too bad. The only problem is obviously there are going to be a ton of people through this year, and a lot of them are going to be way worse than mine. So being able to find somebody that has availability is going to be tough, and it rains all the time in Florida. So I'm hoping the only reason why it's leaking is because it's raining so hard. I'm hoping a normal rainstorm it won't leak, and I mean, probably weeks before we can get that looked at.
All of this, Trevor and all of the men boys, the best thing for them to do is to play walkie-talkie.
Never see you again. I love you. I love you too.
Don't let her go to chat. We're good. Oh God, there they are. Oh, there we go. Oh man. I'm trying to check up the.
I'm not going to report very much because I'm actually trying to see what's going on. So we're going here above one of the garages. The main house is over this way. I think I have to get behind this installation and then we can go over and then up and then we can go over to the ceiling or whatever. It's going to be a problem. Well, we had some AC work done a couple of months ago, and that's the hole that the guys went up through. We have two attics. So one is above the two-car garage, which is the storage attic. This one is the attic that reaches the entire house. And they went up in that attic. Somehow they got up to the second floor, and I couldn't figure out how. I was pulling back the insulation. There were just more walls behind the insulation. So I'm not sure what little crevice they went through. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get up there. So I'm just freaking out. My mom had a good idea. She put a towel down the bucket. Now we don't get the drip, drip, drip over and over. So hopefully out of sight, out of mind, out of earshot, out of mind. And we're just going to have to try to call somebody tomorrow or the next day, whenever this thing's over. It's about an hour later, and I just want to let you guys know what was going on. Because honestly, I don't know how much we're going to be able to talk about during the night. I mean, you guys, we can't see anything. Put this right up to the window so you guys don't really get a reflection. You can't really see much. It's super dark outside. We get, like, a lot of times it's just like kind of weird quiet, and then all of a sudden the windows start shaking, and the trees start swaying all over the place, as you guys can see happening right now. But apart from that, there's nothing much you can see. It's unfortunate. I was really hoping this was going to take place during the daytime so I could see it. You guys a little hurricane set up. My mom is in her room watching TV shows. Chelsea and I are out here. I'm editing the vlog. You guys are currently watching. Checking up with
Hello, I'm already at.
And then we have another laptop set up with the Weather Channel streaming live.
Already?
I've unplugged all my computers and consoles and electronics because going off and on, I don't want anything to happen to those. Everything needs to be set up. And we'll see what happens. You guys saw earlier I ran and got this. So as soon as the power goes out, we made a pact to all set these on so all of us neighbors can stay in contact with each other and help each other out if we need it. And that's just kind of what's going on. So I'm sure we'll give you guys an update before we go to bed. But for the next few hours, I don't see much else. What happens? How you feeling, girl? stops raining, stops with the wind, stops with everything. Like eerily, that's quiet outside. In the Midwest, there's always this kind of a tornado. I don't think we're at risk of a tornado right now, but it's just weird. I mean, it's misty, but there's no rain happening right now. Tons of wind though. So we got more. Problem is over here, so you guys can see there's water coming down through and it's all right. Some people are using their arms and stuff like that. So we're gonna be okay. But I guess some guys that we're gonna be okay. It's not as bad as I was expecting. Shout us how we still have the front doors. We need to get this leak cleared out. We need to get that one cleared. We need to go to the tubers upstairs. Anything else? Around midnight, we go ahead. We just finally lost power. We weren't saying anything about it the entire night. We didn't want to jinx anything. We were hoping this was going to be like Matthew. So we'd never lose it. And unfortunately, so we just lost power. I've had the AC cranked all day in hopes that it would be able to stay cool for a while, but honestly, we've been without power for probably like 25 minutes now, and I can already feel it's starting to get hotter. So I'm not good at sleeping when it's hot. I need to be like ice cold, frigid. Oh, this is going to be a long night, guys, and it could be a long couple of days before we get power back. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, it's around midnight right now. The worst part of it's supposed to be like 1 to 2 a.m. So I don't know. Hopefully we can get to sleep. Not really think about it. You're a good boy. Chelsea, you're a good girl.
I don't like the dark, guys.
Yeah, honestly, it was all okay until the lights went off, and then when it's dark and you just hear the wind and you hear all these things banging and clanging and ripping off and all kinds of stuff like that, it's a little bit scary. But, right. On just a normal night, let alone when there's 70 miles an hour winds, and we have water coming through this door and that door and downstairs. And good news is tomorrow morning around 8 o'clock in the morning, it should be pretty much, we'll wake up till 8 a.m. So all the worst of it is past us. I don't think Chelsea slept as well as I did. But let's talk damage, because we actually have a little bit. Obviously it could be way worse, but it kind of sucks. So over here, you guys remember this light was dripping? Looks like it got worse. So there's water in between the wall, which is why it's all kind of like just a little bubble there. So we want to go around and pop these to release the pressure. So we have one there. We also have these over here. You guys might not be able to see as well, but we pointed these out last night. And we now have a big one right here. Now this area is all underneath the upstairs balcony, so I don't know if like on the back side of the balcony where it meets the house there's not a good seal, and that's where it was getting down, but I'm assuming it has something to do with the balcony. Outside. We go outside here, we have that before and after, which is just something you guys can see. It's an absolute mess. We even have